So, given that you guys seem to love wasting time in the pursuit of Easter eggs, today's video is part 3 of Easter eggs that take serious patience. As always, it's one Easter egg per game, and don't forget to leave your suggestions in the comments down below. Oh, and just like the previous videos, I will do my best to shorten these Easter eggs where I can, because unlike my time, your time is valuable. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. Right, let's begin today's video with Bionicle Heroes. Releasing in 2006 for just about every console available at the time, Bionicle Heroes is a single-player third-person shooter. Well, that's what it was on home consoles anyway. Now, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll already know how much I love idle animations in games, and Bionicle Heroes has plenty of those. However, if you wait for around 5 minutes, this will happen. So your character becomes so bored of waiting that it will turn around and tap the screen to check if you're still there. Next up is first-person survival horror game Bendy and the Dark Revival. Now, the Dark Revival begins by placing you in the shoes of Audrey Drew, an animator at Archgate Pictures. Working late into the night, Audrey decides that it's time for coffee. I mean, she does have another 800 frames to animate after all. Well, if you decide that coffee isn't that important and wait for 20 minutes, this will happen.
Well, coffee's good and all, but this work's gotta get done. Focus, Audrey, focus.
So Audrey will forget her caffeine cravings and carry on drawing, thus ending the game. Up next is 2017's beat-em-up party game, Gang Beasts. Now, games of Gang Beasts don't usually last that long. I mean, if your opponents don't kill you, there's a high chance that you'll end up killing yourself. It's that sort of game. Well, if for some reason a game takes a little longer than usual to finish, this will happen. So in an attempt to speed things up, a shark will appear hoping for an early lunch. And if that doesn't make you destroy your opponent in double quick time, I don't know what will. Now, most of the Easter eggs in this video require you to be actually playing the game before seeing the secret. But this next Easter egg is a little different. Pizza Tower is a fast-paced 2D platformer with an emphasis on quick and precise movement. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm getting old or if the game really is that fast, but most of the time I spent playing Pizza Tower, I was struggling to keep up. Now, when you load up Pizza Tower, you're supposed to press X, which will quote-unquote turn the lights on at the main menu. Well, if you don't turn the lights on, not only will you have to stare at this creepy person for way longer than anyone should have to, but after a while, this will happen. Oh, and just because I'm nice, consider this a jump scare warning. So waiting too long to turn the lights on will cause the game to jump scare you before shutting itself down, leaving you wondering what the hell just happened. Next up is underrated first-person shooter, Rage. Now, if any of you have played the original Rage, you will know that the shooting is some of the smoothest first-person action around, even by today's standards. A big reason for this is id Software, who not only developed Rage, but also created first-person classics like Doom, Wolfenstein, and Quake. So, with a pedigree like that, the shooting should feel good. Now, with a track record like id's, it's no surprise that they are fond of referencing their past works in their newer titles, and the same applies to Rage. If you equip the rocket launcher and wait for a couple of minutes, this will happen. So your character will unfold their launcher screen and play a game of Doom. It's really cool. Up next is the Deadpool video game. Now, I buy a lot of my games digitally. The convenience of being able to play a game at the press of a button is too good to pass up. But if there was one game that would make me reconsider my digital collection, it's the Deadpool game. Currently unavailable on any digital marketplace due to licensing issues, the Deadpool game was released in 2013 before being pulled from digital stores in 2014. Yep, just 1 year later. Then in 2015, Activision announced that they were remastering the Deadpool game for the Xbox One and PS4, only to then delist the remaster in 2017. I mean, at least we got 2 years this time. Anyway, licensing issues aside, the Deadpool game is a pretty average action-adventure game, made 10 times better by the fact that it lets you play as the Merc with a mouth. Saying that, you might want to hold fire before starting the game, as if you wait long enough at the main menu, several unique animations will play out. So the time in between these changes is around 4 to 5 minutes. I'll let you guys decide if they were worth the wait. Right, let's end today's video with Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. Releasing in 2004, Budokai 3 is the oldest game in this video, but it's also home to my favourite Easter egg in this video. If you play as Goku and wait for 13 minutes without pressing a button or being hit, this will happen. Now, I can't be the only one who feels really unsettled by the way that Goku just stares at the screen. Thankfully, moving Goku will once again make him focus on his opponent, leaving you alone. So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, then leaving a like is really appreciated. If you are a fan of Easter eggs and secrets in games, then perhaps consider subscribing, as that's what this channel is all about. Thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.